Oh, hello, hello, hello there, dear beloved goddess. So excited to be doing this. Thankful to Thrive Thursday reading. Oh, wow. I've certainly felt a shift. With this new moon that we're in the middle of, this new moon energies that we've got going on, I know it's definitely shining that light on, well, all the beauty in this world, all the good things, the having that faith, right? To anchor in that knowing that, yes, it is getting better, even though on the surface it appears like it's so dark in so many ways, right? But I'm here to remind you, dear beloved goddess, that the darker it appears, I promise you, the brighter the light. That is what balance is about. Okay? Oh, I'm so excited to see what these cards have for us today, because if you be watching my videos coming out this week for sure, and you will hear, because those of you who follow me regularly, you know that I'm very transparent with my journey in when I'm in a valley and when I'm on a mountaintop. And I'm definitely coming out of a valley space where I was giving away my power. That's what the valley space is on our self-love empowerment journeys, you see, it's hills and valleys. And when we're on top of the hill, we're in our power. We're like all of a sudden I have Leonardo, Jack from Titanic. I'm the king of the world, right? But when we find a spot that we don't have our power, well, that's when we're in the valley. And that's when we are being given these challenges, this opportunity for growth, this gift to look for and find our power. And that's why I love doing what I do, because I know very, very well what it is to be consistently in a valley, to live long periods of time, months, seemingly years at a time in that valley space. And I assure you, the mountaintops get broader and broader, and the valleys not so excruciating, not so deep, and not so broad, not so wide. All right. All right, let's see what we have. Thankful to Thrive Thursday. First and foremost, compassion. And what's hitting me for this is compassion right now. Compassion for yourself and compassion for others. Even I confess, dear goddess, I own and take responsibility for how I have been pulled into. I've allowed myself to be pulled into the chaos of this incredible shift that we are in the middle of, to get caught up and start to point fingers just like everybody else is. And, oh, you're bad and this, and it's your fault this. And now this is new earth energy, this compassion, having compassion for yourself, having compassion for others. And I assure you, dear goddess, that the more you put into practice compassion for yourself, the more compassion you're going to have for others, genuinely, authentically. Okay? So be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others, and recognize that you are leading the masses in this space. You are a light, a being of light, a being of love. You are a leader. Whether or not you realize it, you are a leader, because you lead by example. And this right here, when you show compassion to yourself and you show compassion to others, you're leading by example. You are showing others, because words don't teach. Only life experience gives understanding. Sometimes the people have to be shown. We have to be shown. We have spent so many decades of just being told, but you know the phrase, do as I say, not as I do. We are leaving that shit behind. New earth energy is all about being in your authentic power, being in your authentic truth, Now is the time when truth is coming out. Now is the time for you to step up and take responsibility for yourself, your point of attraction, and the example that you are setting for those around you. To truly be the change means to be that which is not in this world so much. It's words. Words are empty if we don't walk the walk. And even I have been caught up in that hamster wheel of beating myself up, going, oh, I'm really getting caught up in all the chaos and the drama and feeling the fear and the doubt and the frustration and all such things. But that's just showing me how I've been frustrated with myself and frustrated in fear of putting myself out there and going, oh my gosh, I sound like a complete bumbling idiot on my videos. Nobody really, all of these self-judgmental things. Well, that is a lack of compassion for myself, which displayed as a lack of compassion for others, because I was once asleep too. And we've got to remember what that is like. Okay? Because with what is coming, your light is needed, because it will get darker before it gets bright. It will. It is always darkest before the dawn. Always darkest before the dawn. And abundance abounds. Abundance of love. Abundance of blessings. And even I can admit how I've been caught up not looking at my blessings, but rather looking at the curses, so to speak, the things that are not working out, the things that are not how I want them to be. And it's like, wait a minute, I have all of this abundance around me that I'm completely neglecting, completely rejecting, right? And as such, that means we are resisting. We are not allowing ourselves to receive that which we desire. Dear Goddess, you are the catalyst. You've got to be the one to get out of your own way and allow yourself to receive this abundance. And how do you do this? By practicing giving and receiving to and from yourself. To begin to recognize that you are abundant, that you attract abundance, that all is abundant. You are that catalyst, dear Goddess. You are. Ooh. And this is definitely, it is total obvious synchronicity that the anger card is coming up, because right now there is so much anger that is seeping. Oh my God, like it's pouring through the surface right now, right? There's so much anger that is rising up from within us in just in this world collectively. Even my own twin flame has been mirroring this, because he's not quite, bless his heart, I love him to bits, but not quite at that space where he's more in control of his emotions. Do I fall into that trap? Of course I do. This is, again, I say, a self-love empowerment journey. Hills and valleys. We are going to be constantly presented with challenges, which are opportunities for growth. And dear Goddess, you block yourself from this abundance when you stay in your anger, when you hold on to your anger. What's coming through is that quote that anger is akin to eating the rat poison and expecting the other person to die. Right? Forgiveness and compassion. Forgiveness is compassion. To allow yourself to let go of what no longer serves, of what cannot be in this 5D earth energy. Because it doesn't resonate. It's not the same frequency. It's a very low vibration. And we've got to let this go so we can raise our vibrations individually and that of this planet collectively. So dear Goddess, forgiveness, do the Ho'oponopono practice. Really take that time. Look at what you're angry about, why you're angry, who you're angry with. And I'm going to give you this tip. I ask my clients to do this practice called the letters. And what the letters are, and I do it plural because there's often times, especially if you've been holding on to that anger for quite some time, right? It's built upon itself. So you may have the same core wound of anger, but you're also going to express it towards that person, towards that experience, towards that person, and it's all connected. So as you work through these layers, you're going to be writing these letters. And the letters practice is simply this. First, I disclaimer, you do not send the letters. This is a practice for you. Forgiveness is for giving you the freedom to move on with your life. Okay? Write letters to anybody and everybody. I've even written letters to God, to the universe, because of what my upbringing and relationship back then was created to be with that which is source. It was so unhealthy. And so I had a lot of anger, and I'm still working through it. I am not going to deceive you and pretend that, oh, I'm all good. My life is all perfect and hunky-dory. I got it all figured out. No, I don't. But what I do have figured out is the processing is to reclaim my power when I find a pocket or hit a valley wherein I need to find my power and reclaim it. And anger is you giving your power away to that which you are pointing your anger at. I like to say wherever your finger is pointing, that's where your power is going. So if you are angry at something, that means your power is going towards that. It's not inside you. Okay? So through these letters, you write the letters. You write everything you want to say. You vomit on the pages. You spew your venom on these pages. Let it out. Let the ugly cry hit you. Get angry, scream, yell, but get those words out of you. Express, don't repress. Okay? Liberate yourself. And as you release that, abundance, you attract more abundance in because you release that which is heavy, that which is weighing you down, so that you are raising your vibration to receive that which is a higher vibration. And this is again why I'm sure we started with the compassion card, because when you do this, you're going to, and this is what I've so often found in my clients and especially in myself, is that so often I end up starting my letters and I write to that person, or I write to that person, I write to God. And next thing you know, as I'm writing this letter, I'm revealing to myself that I'm really, really angry at myself, because not only did I allow that to happen, but I've continued to perpetuate my own misery. And we do that, dear Goddess. We are creating this reality for ourselves. And if you really want to thrive, you've got to get out of your own way. I've had clients tell me, but I have every right to be angry. Okay, sure. I'm not going to argue with that. However, I'm going to ask you, is it serving you though? Is it getting you the result that you want? Does it feel good? Huh? Does it change anything? Does it? Or does it really just keep you feeling like shit? Right? Dear Goddess, again, I will always remind you that you are the catalyst in your experience. You are so powerful, and your powers are undoubtedly amplifying right now as we ascend you, and as you release the heaviness. Your powers, your intuitive gifts, and all gifts that your divine gifts are going to be amplified more and more and more. And oh my gosh, I knew this card when it flipped over. Look, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Boom, right here. What are you clinging on to? What are you holding on to that is keeping you stuck? You are the only one that can let go of. that heavy, burdensome, low vibration states of being. Only you can let go of those stories and keeping yourself tied to the dead weights of your past. Let it go. Pivot so that you are looking toward what you're creating, and be present here now, because you be present here now to look at what you need to let go of. What are you clinging on to? Anger? I'm guaranteed that this is big, because again, look at the current state of the world, especially this country of the United States of America. There's so much anger. There's so much boiling water right now. And the only one who can soothe that is each our own selves within ourselves. This is why I say, and we know for sure on the twin flame journey, is that the only way to come into union with your twin is to come home to union within, which means you have got to be looking inside you, not so much looking at him. You look at him to help you to reveal you unto yourself, because that is the blessed, beautiful, abundant gift, blessing of the twin flame mirror. Because that when that hit me, when I learned that my twin flame was my twin flame. Remember, you'll hear me say way too often, I'm sure, that I didn't even believe in twin flames when I first met mine. I wasn't even looking for anybody when I met mine. But when Spirit revealed to me that that's what we were, and I mean bombarded me with this stuff, I was like, what? Really? Well, that explains a lot. And I dove in, doing the work on me, and learning and realizing that, oh my gosh, when I look at him and I see how he's being, what he's saying, and then I can objectively, observedly look at myself and go, oh, I see it. Oh my goodness, I see it. Use the powers of your twin flame connection to help you heal. This is why I called it. This is why I was led to call it Healing Twin Flames, because that's what we're doing, Goddess. That's what you're doing. Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty, Devotion, Priestess mix. Oh my goodness. Look at the cards verifying. They are validating each other. Dear Goddess, you are a leader. You are a lighthouse in the dark. Allow yourself to see that within yourself. Allow yourself to receive this message today in this video here, that you are powerful. You are a leader. You are a teacher. You are a goddess. And the only one who blocks you from embodying that truth is you. By holding on to things that no longer serve, by believing that you are not these things, by doubting that which you truly are. Oh, dear Goddess, you are powerful. You are truly powerful. And the moment you begin to recognize that, and then allow yourself to feel that power within you, that's when you really begin to know that the power is and always has been inside you. That said, dear Goddess, this is our Thankful to Thrive Thursday reading. Remember, lead, be a compassionate leader by being compassionate with yourself and in turn with others. Release that anger and allow for that abundance to flow in, because look around. We truly are living in abundant times. Let go of what no longer serves so that you can allow for that abundance to become more and more and more. And remember, you are a leader in your own walk of life. a lighthouse in the darkness for those around you that, especially here shortly, people are going to really need your light. They're going to really need some sort of hope to hold on to, even now. Even I know this. I'm grateful to have such an incredible support system that I do, so that when I am in the valley, I have hands reaching down to help me up. Okay? Allow yourself to see your true self. That powerful, divine, feminine goddess rising within you. It's time to set her free. It's time for you to be that which you've come to be. Dear Goddess, I am here for you, for your own private, personal, intuitive clarity coaching session. You can book yours today at empowermentexperiences.com/ICS. That link is going to be down below in the description. Again, that is empowermentexperiences.com/ICS. In fact, I believe it's my homepage now, so you can just put empowermentexperiences.com, make it easy. All right. That said, dear Goddess, I will catch you in the next video. Please like and subscribe, and by all means comment. Let me know, does this resonate with you? Is this where you find yourself? And what did this illuminate for you? Huh? How did this help you to see the power in thee? All right, dear Goddess, I'll see you in the next video. Remember, the power is and always has been in your hands, because it's always been inside you. Namaste.